स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्य सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। श्रीरामकृष्णायेति समर्पयामि. Let us spend a few minutes in silence and meditation. Let us offer our salutations to the all-pervading blissful spirit in any name or any form we like. Let us offer our namaskarams to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda, and all great teachers and all great saints in the whole world. As you inhale and exhale, please think of positive vibrations, pure vibrations, peaceful vibrations, strong vibrations, and healthy vibrations entering into your body and mind. All the negative, weak, impure, restless vibrations in the mind and body will be destroyed. Breathe out, exhale, pure, positive, peaceful, healthy, strong vibrations. Now try to visualize the divine blissful form of Sri Ramakrishna in your own heart, seated on a beautiful lotus of 12 petals, fully blossomed, fragrant lotus is the seat of the Ishtadevata in the form of Sri Ramakrishna. हृदयकमलमध्ये राजितं निर्विकल्पं सदसदखिलभेदा अतीतं एकस्वरूपं प्रकृतिविकृतिशून्यं नित्यमानन्दमूर्तिं विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। विमलपरमहंसं रामकृष्णं भजामः। We are meditating in the lotus of our heart on the blissful form of Sri Ramakrishna, who is beyond the 6 modifications, Prakriti, Vikriti, etc. And he is always blissful, always joyful, Nityam Anandamurti. His quality is Vimala, without any stain, ever pure, and the great swan, Paramahamsa. Let us meditate on the divine blissful form and the name of Sri Ramakrishna. Now, selfless universal prayer for the welfare, happiness, health of all people. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhave. May all be happy, may all be peaceful, may all be free from difficulties, may all see what is good, may all realize what is good, may all be enlightened in their life, may all be healthy, peaceful, free from suffering. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om, Harihi Om, Harihi Om. Let us chant the Ramakrishna Sangha Stotram. Before that, we shall again chant a stotram from the Dashakam of Sri Ramakrishna and then go forward. Whom do we worship, whom do we meditate, to be thought of deeply again and again is our sadhana, is our meditation. Tulya loshta kanchanancha heyaneya dhigatam strishu nitya matra rupa shakti bhava bhavukam gnana bhakti bhukti mukti shuddha buddhi dayakam tam namami deva deva Ramakrishna Mission. 10 very meaningful, very purposeful, very meditative stotras composed by Swami Vivekananda Ji Maharaj, Holy Mother's disciple. Again I read the original. Tulya loshta kanchanancha heyaneya dhigatam strishu nitya matra rupa shakti bhava bhavukam gnana bhakti bhukti mukti shuddha buddhi dayakam tam namami deva deva Ramakrishna Mission. Whom do we salute? He who mentally equated gold and a clod of earth as equal non-values in the path of God realization and was indifferent to both alike. Sri Ramakrishna during the sadhana period took some coins in his hand and some mud also, and saying to himself, Taka, mati, mati, taka. Mud is the money, money is mud. And threw both of them into the Mother Ganga. And afterwards, he felt little upset that he might have aggravated or insulted Mother Lakshmi, and he prayed to her for forgiveness. So this sloka indicates to that. Tulya loshta kanchanancha heyaneya dhigatam. He was indifferent to both. Then strishu nitya matra rupa shakti bhava bhavukam, who looked upon all women as manifestations of Shakti, the universal Mother Divine. Gnana bhakti bhukti mukti shuddha buddhi dayakam. He who bestowed on seekers knowledge, gnana, bhakti, devotion, mukti, liberation, bhukti enjoyment, besides purity of mind. Shuddha buddhi dayakam. To such Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna, Paramahamsa Ramakrishna, the Lord Supreme, Deva Deva, and the source of all divinities, my salutations. Tam namami Deva Deva Ramakrishnam Ishwaram. Please repeat. Tulya Loshta Kanchanancha Heya Neya Dhigatam Strishu Nitya Matru Rupa Shakti Bhava Bhavukam Gnana Bhakti Bhukti Mukti Shuddha Buddhi Dayakam Tam Namami Deva Deva Ramakrishnam Ishwaram. Tam Namami Deva Deva Ramakrishnam Ishwaram. Tam Namami Deva Deva Ramakrishnam Ishwaram. This is very important for our meditation and sadhana. Now we go to the Sangha Suktam. Please repeat. Om Sangachadvam Samvadadvam Samvomanam Sijanatam Deva Bhagai Yatha Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samano Mantraha Samitihi Samani Samanam Manaha Sahachittamesham Samanam Mantram Abhimantrayevaha Samanena Vo Havisha Juhomi Samaniva Akutihi Samana Hridayanivaha Samanamastu Vo Mano Yatha Vasu Susahasi. May you move in harmony, speak in one voice, let your minds be in agreement, just as the ancient gods shared their portion of sacrifice. May our purpose be the same, may we all be of one mind. In order for such unity to form, I offer a common prayer. May our intentions and aspirations be alike, so that a common objective unifies us all. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Yes. So next part of our class is trying to understand what Swamiji is teaching us in the lectures from Colombo to Almora, which is also 125 years, the 125th anniversary of the Colombo to Almora lectures. Those who don't have a book of this, either in English or Telugu or any language, those who are watching online, I sincerely, seriously, wholeheartedly recommend keep a hard copy on your table, in your bag, and keep on reading and get connected with Swamiji's work. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are doing, offer it to the nation, offer it to Swamiji, offer it to Sri Ramakrishna, and be blessed in life. So, original lectures are not translations, except for one Hindi lecture which he gave in Almora. All other lectures were in English, and he was freely giving this great message of Sanatana Dharma, awakening the whole country from deep south till the north. So from Pamban, last Sunday, we read and understood his lecture at Pamban under the care and support and arrangements of Bhaskar Setupati, the Raja of Ramnad, under whom all these areas come. So he was always with Swamiji, he was disciple of Swamiji, and he helped Swamiji to go to the West, and also in Tamil Nadu, many things he offered to Swamiji. So now he has taken Swami Vivekananda to Rameshwaram Shiva temple. There, after offering his prayers and puja, etc., Swamiji comes out. There were some people, few words to the people who had assembled there. Swamiji readily agreed, and he addressed everybody there, those public pilgrims and all the local people. He says, unless a man is pure in body and mind, his coming into a temple and worshipping Shiva is useless. The prayers of those that are pure in mind and body will be answered by Shiva, and those who are impure and yet try to teach religion to others will fail in the end. External worship is only a symbol of internal worship, but internal worship and purity are the real things. Without them, external worship would be of no avail. Therefore, you must all try to remember this. People have become so degraded in this Kali Yuga that they think they can do anything, and then they can go to a holy place and their sins will be forgiven. If a man goes with an impure mind into a temple, he adds to the sins that he had already and goes home a worse man than when he left it. Tirtha, place of pilgrimage, is a place which is full of holy things and holy men. But if holy people live in a certain place, and if there is no temple there, even that is a tirtha. Very important point. He is quoting Narada Bhakti Sutras here. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. Those who are pure, those who have that aspiration, that inspiration, and that feeling to realize God, who are pure in heart, mind and body, they will make an ordinary place also a tirtha kshetra. If unholy people live in a place where there may be 100 temples, the tirtha has vanished from that place. It is most difficult to live in a tirtha. Then, this is the gist of all worship, Swamiji says, gist of all worship, to be pure and to do good to others. He who sees Shiva in the poor, in the weak, in the deceased, really worships Shiva. And if he sees Shiva only in the image, his worship is but preliminary. He who has served and helped one poor man, seeing Shiva in him, without thinking of his caste or creed or race or anything, with him Shiva is more pleased than with the man who sees him only in the temples. So this entire idea, as you know, as you have read in Swamiji's life, he learnt it from his master, from Sri Ramakrishna, Shiva Gnani Jiva Seva. That famous incident, many Sundays back I mentioned, today also in summary mentioning for new people. Swamiji was standing outside Sri Ramakrishna's room and listening to the teachings of his guru. Then a group of Vaishnava devotees are sitting in front of Sri Ramakrishna, and they are saying, Vaishnava Seva, Name Ruchi, Jive Daya. All these he mentions, that man. Sri Ramakrishna listens to the first one, Name Ruchi, very good, very good. Vaishnava Seva, accepted. But when that man said Jive Daya, Sri Ramakrishna felt very, very annoyed, very unhappy. Said, who are you? Who are you to show Daya to people? You can only serve. You need not show Daya. Not compassion, but Seva, Seva, Seva. And that became a Maha Mantra for Swamiji. And he's standing outside in the veranda. And he says, calling his classmate friend and says, see what our master has taught me. I also thought I should show compassion. I should show Daya. But from today, I am not going to show Daya, but I am going to serve. Shiva Gnani Jiva Seva. 3 times Sri Ramakrishna repeated. And Swamiji in that veranda of the Dakshineshwar temple house took a resolution and said, if at all I get a chance by the grace of my master in the future, I shall spread this message everywhere, not Daya but Seva. Remove the word help from your dictionary. In another place he says in these lectures, who are you to help? You stand on a high pedestal and throw 5 rupees to a person and say, take this, O poor man. Be blessed that Narayana has come to you. It is a great opportunity to you to serve the living God. That is how Swamiji is mentioning in a general way, Shiva is not in the image only, not in the Shivalingam only. That is a symbol. But here is a living God. Murkha Devo Bhava, Daridra Devo Bhava, Rogi Devo Bhava, and serve them, serve them, serve them. Many people, he saw many poor people outside, begging, and his heart could not bear that pain and said, Shiva is more pleased. He who has served and helped one poor man, seeing Shiva in him, without thinking of his caste or creed or race or anything, with him Shiva is more pleased than with the man who sees him only in the temples. There are so many incidents, so many things. You have to read and get that touch of that spark of divinity, fire with Swamiji spread. He's telling another beautiful story here to all the people who are listening to him. He said a rich man had a garden and had 2 gardeners. And one of those gardeners was very lazy, did not work. But when the owner came, the lazy man got up. He gets up every time, fold his arms and say, how beautiful is the face of my master, and dances before him. The other gardener would not talk much, but would work hard, produce all sorts of fruits and vegetables, carry on his head to his master who lived a long way off. And Vivekananda is asking this question, of these 2, who will be more dearer to Shiva? Shiva is the master and this world is his garden. And there are 2 sorts of gardeners here. The one who is lazy, hypocritical and does nothing, only talking about Shiva's beautiful eyes and nose and other features. And the other who is taking care of Shiva's children, all those that are poor and weak, all animals and all his creation. Which of these would be the more beloved of Shiva? Certainly, he that serves his children. He who wants to serve the father must serve the children first. He who wants to serve Shiva must serve his children, must serve all creatures in this world first. It is said in the Shastra that those who serve the servants of God are his greatest servants. So, all of you will bear this in mind. Let me tell you again that you must be pure and help anyone who comes to you as much as lies in your power. And this is good karma. And by doing this good karma regularly, he says the heart becomes pure. Chitta Shuddhi. Shuddha Mon, Shuddha Atma Ek. Sri Ramakrishna used to tell. Pure mind and the Atman, the pure Atman is always blazing. And the Jyoti, Atma Jyoti will reflect to the mind and give you that realization. Shuddha Man, Shuddha Atma Ek. So Swamiji says, Chitta Shuddhi will come and then nothing else is remaining. Once that mind is pure, you are realizing the Atma Bhavam, Atma Gnanam will come to you. And then Shiva, who is residing in everyone, will become manifest. Shiva will become manifest. He is always in the heart of everyone. If there is dirt and dust on a mirror, we cannot see our image. So ignorance and wickedness are the dirt and dust that are on the mirror of our hearts. Selfishness is the chief sin, thinking of ourselves first. He who thinks, I will eat first, I will have more money than others, I will possess everything. He who thinks, I will get to heaven before others, I will get mukti before others, he is the selfish man. The unselfish man says, I will be lost. I do not care to go to heaven. I will even go to hell if by doing so I can help my brothers. This unselfishness is the test of religion. He who has more of this unselfishness is more spiritual and nearer to Shiva. Whether he is learned or ignorant, he is nearer to Shiva than anybody else. Whether he knows it or not, and if a man is selfish, even though he has visited all the temples, seen all the places of pilgrimage, and painted himself like a leopard, he is still further off from Shiva. Thus, Swamiji concludes his Rameshwaram lecture, what is real worship. And then he comes to Ramnad, Ramanathapuram, that famous first lecture on actual Indian soil, 25th January 1897. So that part of it we will take it up next time. That is where there are two kinds of service. One is Manasika Seva and another is Bhautika Seva. Those who are not able to do Bhautika Seva should do Manasika Seva as much as possible. That is why this great prayer, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarvastaratu Durgani, Durjanas Sajjano Bhuyat, Asatoma Sadgamaya. All this has to be repeated again and again. Thoughts will travel. If just by a click of a mouse or by our WhatsApp or mobile, a message is going far off within a split second, within a minute, will not our thoughts go, which is much more powerful than the machine? A thought has created a machine for communication, but a pure mind, a deep mind, a concentrated mind can do much more wonders. So this Manasika Seva also through prayer, thinking positive about others. Once you know somebody is suffering, somebody is in difficulty, somebody needs food, etc., send a thought. And that should be very sincere, very, very holistic. It should not be just Naam ke vaste. It should not just be there like that. So go deep, and that will be Manasika Seva, just like we do Manasa Puja. So this Bhautika Seva, yes, much more. In that Karma Yoga lecture, Swamiji says, Annadanam, very good, you give food, but tomorrow you will come hungry again. Third day he will come, fifth day he will come, and you keep on giving food. He will become a beggar only. Give him vidya, knowledge, education, both spiritual education and technical education. Make him stand on his own feet. That is called Palli Mangal in Ramakrishna Mission. That is called Gramashri, taking welfare to the villages. So many villagers helped last 25-30 years through Hyderabad and through our centers in, there is, Ramakrishna Mission work in Shivanahalli near Bengaluru, 30-40 kilometers away from Bengaluru town. So busy, so luxurious, so much money in the city, but nobody there. 1985 it started. And one Swami dedicated his whole life staying there to get a matchbox. People used to go for 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers. That was the condition in Bengaluru at that time. Today there is a CBSE school for girls, for boys, and agriculture, and honey making, and tailoring making. People are so happy, self-sufficient. No corruption now, no drinking now. Whole greenery is developed, forest area, protected area. Some of the children have become doctors, some have become engineers, some have become, they are giving back to the society where they came as half-naked children. Now they are teachers, professors. They learnt agriculture, they learnt industry, they learnt music. They are doing wonders. Ramakrishna Mission service. So that is Shiva Seva, Shiva Puja in kind. Like that, many centers have taken up higher because of this message which Swamiji gave, a new Vedanta. He called it first time in Indian philosophy. Swamiji had so many dharmas are there. We had Shad Darshanas, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Mimamsa, Vedanta. Swamiji said that is all there. But India needs, our Desha needs what? Seva Dharma. Nobody used this word. Swamiji, the first time to call it religion of service. Not Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, they are all there. But we need for the upliftment of our country, Seva Dharma, Seva Dharma, Seva Dharma. And when more and people join this Seva Dharma, we can do more work in less time, efficiently, and with lot of happiness. The outreach will be very, very good. Huge country, huge population. That is where his main motto of service of God in man created tremors, created waves in among the pandits, among the sannyasa, what you call akhadas. What is this fellow talking? What Swami Vivekananda is talking? Seva karo, how monks should do. Why monks should do? No karma for them, no yajna for them. But Swamiji says, I am not asking you to do the yajnas and homas in sitting in temples. I am take medicines, take clothes, take education to the villages. There God is there. It was very difficult for people to accept at that time. Very tough. Faced lot of opposition. Many points I mentioned earlier. They ostracized the monks of the Ramakrishna. What you are doing? This karma. For you only knowledge. You are supposed to only do pracharam, study the scriptures. What is this karma that you are doing? Hospitals, schools, rural development. No. Now you see, after 100 years, everybody accepts, from the government till the lowest man. And there is a demand, please do this, but it's not possible. We are not able to do because money may be there, but Swami Vivekananda himself asked, where are men? Kaha hai Manush? Can you give this one life to the nation? Can you give this one life to the poor man? Can you give one life to God? How many lives you went through? Cannot you give one more life to the seva of the organization, to Sangha, renounce and serve God in man, and at the same time Atma Moksha Jagat Hita? All this is Ramakrishna Mission philosophy. So we have to study these lectures from Colombo to Almora very deeply, again and again, and join this force called Swamiji. So we were talking about Swami Ramakrishna in Madras, South India. Because of him we are all blessed to be in Ramakrishna Math, otherwise we would have been cut off, only Bengal or North or America, etc. But Swamiji wanted the entire nation to be spiritual, entire nation to be acquainted with the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, Vedanta, etc. So he sends Swami Ramakrishna to the south, and he comes in March 1897 and starts his campaign. But let us quickly go back to the advent of Sri Ramakrishna, a quick review, just one minute. Sri Ramakrishna was born 1836 in Kamarpukur, and for 16 years in Kamarpukur only, there itself showing what he will become in the future. And breaking that caste rules, after becoming a brahmachari, after getting the thread ceremony, where did he take the first bhiksha? Not from his mother, not from his father, not from his brother. He took a diksha from a blacksmith, from a outcast lady called Dhani Kamarini. Why did he do that? He said, Gadadhar, take something from me. I am so unfortunate, I am not able to give anything to you. Then she said, Mother, don't worry, I will take first bhiksha from you. 10-year-old boy. He just gave word to her and he stood by it. The priest, the pujari, mother, his brother protested. No, you should not do like that. First mother says, she is also my mother. I already gave word to her. And if you don't permit me to take bhiksha from Dhani Kamarini, I will remove my sacred thread. I don't care for your ritual. He was about to tear it. Then mother said, don't go so extreme, and Dhani Kamarini came, and young Gadadhar took his bhiksha from an untouchable lady. Sri Ramakrishna sold Bhakter Jat Nai. We sing that in the song which Swamiji wrote, Arati song, Tyaji Jati Kula Mai. Tyaji Tyag karo, Jati Kula. There's only one Kula, one religion, one caste called Bhakter Jat. Devotee, whoever you are. All can come to the mother. So Sri Ramakrishna demonstrated all these in Kamarpukur with his friends. So many incidents are there. And then 16th year, with his brother, he comes to Kolkata, and that whole life changes. Brother becomes the pujari of the Dakshineshwar temple. Brother comes and passes away suddenly. Then whole responsibility falls on Gadadhar. He becomes the pujari of the Dakshineshwar temple, and rest is history. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. Not pujas, not ritual, not mantras, not the homas, but I want to see my mother. That Vyakulata. And worshipping mother, reviving that Matru Bhav, reviving that Matru Shakti, Matru Puja, which was lost in the Vedas. Swamiji, Sri Ramakrishna came for that purpose. Along with that, he did so many things. All of you are aware of it. Then the second part, 1853 onwards, Holy Mother's Advent in Jairambati in 1853. And then how his sadhana was completed when Shodashi Puja. Rajarajeshwari, Tripura Sundari, Mahakali, Ghora Tapasvi, Sri Ramakrishna offered everything and awakened that spark in the Divine Mother, in the Holy Mother. From that day, Kula Kundalini Jagrata in the country. And Mother gets a Shakti, awakens that Shakti. And the third part, where we come to Advent of Vivekananda in 1863 in Kolkata, and 1881 at the age of 18 years. Young boy, first year BA, becoming the disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. See, Naren. And Sri Ramakrishna, what did he say in the last, before leaving his body in Kashipur? Showing all this young battalion, young army. He says, Naren, I leave the boys in your care because you are the wisest and ablest of them all. What a love, what affection, what care that Sri Ramakrishna had on Naren. Take care of them with great love. See that, Sri Ramakrishna, see that they do not return home, but continue spiritual practices living together in one place. Suddenly things became, Sri Ramakrishna says, but social circumstances, family circumstances, and these fellows all were taken away by force by their parents. And they cursed Narendra. They scolded Narendra. They said, the madman's brain has spoiled the young people of Kolkata. And everybody had to go except for Naren and 2-3 people, 5 people together. They protected the ashes, stayed in Barnagar monastery, and this Naren will keep quiet. He had to follow his Guru Adesh, Esha Upadesha, Esha Adesha. What did he say? See that they do not return home but continue spiritual practices living together in one place. Narendra used to go early morning to the house of these brother disciples, whoever has gone. Knock the door. And the mother will come, father will come with a stick. Get out, you fellow. My son, you should be, where he will come? Let him marry, let him be with us, take care of us. Naren will not talk. No use talking to them. It seems, what did he do? He will go from the backside and he will sing a song, a loving song, inviting them, come, ajao, ajao, ajao. And these boys will jump over and go away. Again, this mother, father and relatives will come, scold Naren, curse with Ramakrishna, and bring them back. Again, this drama will continue. That is how Swamiji struggled to hold that Baranagar monastery, and then they had that resolve and they had that Dhrada Sankalpam to meditate, to realize God and follow the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. That's how Baranagar monastery, from there Alambazar monastery, Alambazar to Swamiji is going away, then coming, purchasing this one up to 1898. That stories are there. I'm just giving you small hints. Then the fourth aspect is Swamiji's wandering days and subsequent meditation at Kanyakumari. 1892, December 24, 25, 26, in few days, Kanyakumari Vivekananda Kendra will celebrate it, and we should all meditate on that. Swamiji's 3-day meditation on Mother India. And he recognized, while in Madras, before going to America, meditation at Kanyakumari, then returned to Madras. While in Madras, the few people who recognized the spiritual genius of Swamiji and served him as their chosen guru, one of the main disciples was Anasinga Perumal. That also a little stories I mentioned. A school teacher in Pachiyappa College, Pachiyappa High School, very poor, Vaishnava by tradition, staunch Vaishnava. You see his photograph with all the Nama and that Pilaka and others. So much, but how he understood Swamiji. Dedicated his life to Swamiji. So much admiration and devotion for Swamiji. We don't have even a little. We only talk. Can we give our life to Swamiji like that? Walk in the streets of Madras at the traditions, sampradaya, all that superstitions. And this man is a monk, unknown, and Alasinga Perumal gave his whole life so that he will get some few rupees for purchasing a ticket for Swamiji to go to America. Then Dr. Nanjundrao, Biligiri Iyengar, Sundarram Iyer, Balasinga Perumal, another 15-20 people sang Swamiji's this one. Singaravelu Mudaliyar, mathematics professor of Presidency College, atheist, powerful, like a Marxist he was, denouncing God, denouncing everything, going in the streets of Madras, near Kapalishwara temple, near Parthasara temple, and criticizing and ridiculing the Hindu dharma. Such a person comes to Swamiji and just Swamiji touches him and finished. That famous dialogue Swamiji says, Caesar came, Caesar saw, Caesar conquered. Kiddy came, Kiddy saw, and Kiddy was conquered. Swamiji gave him name, pen name, nickname, Kiddy, Singarvelur Mudaliyar. Very powerful. Later he took sannyasa, he was meditating in the parks in Madras, speaking about Nirvana Ashtaka, speaking about Shankara, and chanting the Omkaram. These people were all Swamiji's strong companions to serve him. See, through his letters, and then Swamiji going to America, he repeatedly stressed on the need to undertake selfless work to the service of the poor. 1894, last Sunday I mentioned, at that time itself, Swamiji is asking Alasinga Perumal to start a magazine, start a journal. Swamiji was for it. Somehow he was insisting. Books may be there, but continuous new ideas should be written in magazines, in journals. That's where Brahmavadin came. That became Vedanta Kesari in 1914. Then Prabuddha Bharata started. See, one man, Swami Vivekananda, how much he is making the people work for the good of themselves and good of the nation. At that time, you may talk today, 21st century, 2022. But that time, where is money will come? Who will write? Who will be editor? Where it will be printed? Who will purchase? But Swamiji, he gave that call, and today also that magazines are continuing. 3 magazines, Brahmavadin, then Brahmavadin became Vedanta Kesari. In between there 4 or 5 years it stopped. And then Prabuddha Bharata, deep inside Himalayas, Mayavati, editorial board is there, in 0-degree temperature. Sadhus are staying there, snowfall all around. But one editor will sit with a pen in a small room near a fire and write. Swamiji's Vani. And here one young, 27 years old, Rajam Iyer, he was the first editor of Brahmavadin. He was also a school teacher, but brilliant follower of Swamiji's teachings, Vedanta. He used to write articles, editorials, stories. He died at the age of 27. Young man, Rajam Iyer. His book is there, Rambles in Vedanta. It's not printed, but out of print I think, maybe outside book is there. All stories and his wonderful ideas on Vedanta is there. Rajam Iyer's book, Rambles on Vedanta. In the library it is there. So Swamiji makes Brahmavadin and Prabuddha Bharata. Then he doesn't stop. What does he do? In Calcutta, Udbodhan, Bengali magazine starts. Trigunatita Anandaji. Hey Sharada, start one magazine. You start means what? Dabbu? To buy paper? To buy ink? To buy some anything required? Swamiji is worried. He is in a very sad mood. Money, where will I get? Then Josephine MacLeod, she sees Vivekananda. Swami, I don't want you to be upset. I don't want you to be depressed. What is your problem? You told us to work. I am here for you. Josephine MacLeod comes to Swamiji's room. Says, my dear Joe, problem. What is the problem? I want 700 rupees. 700 rupees. Why? To start a press, a Bengali journal, to spread the master's message. You should have asked me, Swami. Why are you upset? I am here for you. Immediately from her bag, She takes 700 rupees and puts it on Swamiji's hand. You know what was the reaction of Swami Vivekananda? Jumping like a child having got one chocolate. So happy, so happy. I got 700, I got 700. And he calls Trigunatitananda ji, Sharada Prasanna, and says, Sharada, take this, start your press immediately tomorrow. No time. Subhashya Shigram. And with that 700 rupees, printing started, papers were purchased, and today Udbodhan, more than 100 years old, monthly magazine of Bengal. It went more than 1 lakh of copies are subscribed, but it's not sufficient. At that time, only Trigunatitanji did it. He was the editor, he was the proofreader, he was the printer, he was the packing man, and he used to go to the post office and deliver it. Do you think simply these direct disciples we are worshipping them for nothing? One man used to do. And at the same time, he was serving Holy Mother, day after day. Trigunatitanji. And what did Trigunatitanji get after this one? Swamiji sent him to America. And this man, Trigunatitananda, true to his name, he built the first Hindu temple in the entire West in San Francisco. Today, even now, the temple is a heritage site by the government of United States. They built a new temple, but this is maintained by the government, funded by the government for protection. It's a beautiful architecture on Bay Avenue in San Francisco. So, Swamiji's this one commanded Alasinga in one of his letters, your salvation depends upon making the Brahmavadin a success. Let this paper be your Ishta Devata. Then Ramakrishnaji comes to the rescue of Swamiji, of Alasinga Perumal. He says, you are asking him, his brother is taking loan. Please send some money from Kolkata or someplace. And Swamiji sends 2,000 rupees from Kolkata to Madras. And Alasinga Perumal continues his seva. Then we have Swamiji's 9-day stay in Madras, 7th February to 15th February 1897. And before that, don't forget, I'm insisting to the people of Telangana, Swamiji's stay in Hyderabad. It should be highlighted by all of you. Only we are doing in Ramakrishna Math Hyderabad, it doesn't work. You have people have to take up the responsibility. 7 days Swamiji stayed in Hyderabad. People don't know. They talk only of Chicago, they talk only of other things, but for Hyderabad, the story they forget. Swamiji's first lecture in his life is in Hyderabad, in Mehboob College. And 500 people came to receive him in railway station. And when he went, more than 1,000 people in Secunderabad railway station. 7th February, 10th February he came, stayed up to 17th February, went around all the important places, met the Nawab, met the important people, stayed in Mint Street, and met the famous lecture of Swamiji on the powers of the mind. He met a Mahayogi in somewhere outskirts of Hyderabad who had Ashtasiddhis, and all that story is there. I'm not going into that details now. But we have published a separate book, small booklet, Swami Vivekananda in Hyderabad. And video also is there, video. Now, quickly going to Swami Ramakrishnananda arrived in Madras, March 1897, along with Swami Sadananda. Sadananda was Vivekananda's monastic disciple. Where? Hathras railway station. Station master. Swamiji within 5 minutes, he made him sannyasi. 5 minutes. He was attracted by Swamiji's eyes. Powerful eyes, Shiva's eyes. Swamiji simply sitting there in Hathras railway station. He comes, Swamiji talks to him 5 minutes, 10 minutes and says, accept me as your disciple. What can you do? Can you follow me? Yes, I am ready. Go, pack your things and come. He put his resignation paper and followed Swamiji. Sadananda becomes a first disciple, and Swamiji sends him along with Swami Ramakrishnananda to Madras. I told you, Belagiri Iyengar, Alasinga Perumal, Nanjundarao, Subramanya Iyer, Sundaram Iyer, so many educated people, barristers, lawyers at that time. They all took care of Shashi Maharaj, Swami Ramakrishna Ananda. And at the time itself, Narayana Seva, Annadanam was organized first time by Swami Ramakrishna Ananda, and it continues in all our centers on these festival days. Then we find two institutions came up in Madras, thanks to Swami Ramakrishna's efforts. He was an educationist. Read his books for thinkers of education, Universe and Man, The Soul of Man. So many brilliant talks he used to give in different places in Madras. They all live in book form. Two institutions came up for educating the poor boys of Madras with inspiration of Swami Ramakrishna Anandaji. Students' Home, which is now very famous, 700, 800 residential institution from 6th standard to Polytechnic. 17 February 1905. And Ramakrishnaji saw the pitiable condition of the girls, child widows, child marriages, superstitions, not allowing them to work properly, and he started a girls' school. Ramakrishna started a girls' school in Georgetown in Madras in 1906, and that school is still functioning. And later two schools came. So, and then 1925 something, Sharda Vidyalaya came. One widow, Sister Subbalakshmi, she started a school for girls against local protest. They were not permitted to come to school, and a widow is starting the school. Still more, see, even at the time how the South was. But Sister Subbalakshmi started, and then Muthulakshmi Reddy, another educationist of Madras, and all of them came to Belur Mat and Madras Mat and handed over the entire property. And most wonderful thing is, amongst all Ramakrishna Mission, only girls' school where monks are taking care, it's under Ramakrishna Mission care, is in Madras, Sharda Vidyalaya. 5 girls' schools, only girls' education. And those who have come out of it are top IAS officers, IPS officers, some of them became ministers, and some great educationists, musicians. And the first neurosurgeon of Asia was Sharda Vidyalaya student. I met her long back. She recently passed away. Tremendous dedication. Dr. Kanaka, very famous in Tamil Nadu. First neurosurgeon of Asia. That time, a woman becoming a neurosurgeon itself was a big news. So she was given big awards, and she till her last day, she used to serve and take care of the patients. That mother's blessings is there. So all this because Swami Ramakrishnaji's this one in South India. Then you see how many difficulties Shashi Maharaj faced. One is his own personal sadhana, taking care of Sri Ramakrishna Puja and building up the center. Very hot, very sultry weather in Madras. The old Swamis used to tell, Madras has got only three weathers, three weather conditions: hot, hotter, hottest. Nothing else is there. Only because of the cyclone, etc., it seems little cold. It is the first time they're experiencing cold. They don't know what woolen sweater is woolen. If you go and ask, give me sweater, they will laugh at you. Hot, hotter, hottest. And man, this Shashi Maharaj has come from Calcutta, from Bengal all the way, and sweating. He was a big man. When you see his photo, how he was, that is Madras Mat photo. Strong, hefty man, sweating, but didn't bother about his body. Only Sri Ramakrishna, only Mother, only Swamiji, seva. And he says, Vishuddhanandaji, who later became president of the order, he said, he is observing, they were all with him. They used to go with him to the lectures. And sometime by walk, sometime by bullock cart. And he says, sleepy, only few people in the hall, 80% old people, and all of them sleeping because the heat, etc. But Shashi Maharaj, he used to explain the Bhagavad Gita for full 1 hour. And I asked him, why are you continuing with that sleepy people, Bhagavad Gita, etc.? And Shashi Maharaj told, it seems, do you think I am giving lecture? I am talking with my master Sri Ramakrishna. He is listening to me. Why I don't care whether they are sleeping or not. I am enjoying the conversation with my Guru. Sri Ramakrishna is listening. See, he is sitting there in the hall. That is their bhakti, that is their total devotion, and that was their connectivity with Sri Ramakrishna at that cosmic level. He said that he was talking about Sri Ramakrishna to please him. Please him means what? Please Sri Ramakrishna. And spending time usefully. That 1 hour I am with Sri Ramakrishna. Swami Shankaranandaji, who again became 7th president of the order, he was also in Madras for many years. He said, our lives are blessed if we become instruments of spreading Sri Ramakrishna's name and message. But he reaches out to his devotees on his own, and he saw an incident. It happened in Madras during Shashi Maharaj's time. Near Madras, there is a place called Vaniyambadi, and there was a gentleman there, businessman. Suddenly in his dream, he sees a beautiful form, a blissful form of a person, and disappeared. That's all. He's attracted. He's searching who it is, who is he? Why did he come to my dream? Why did he catch my attention? And for some work, he came to Madras from Vaniyambadi. That is, another center is there in village about 50 kilometers from Madras. Vaniyambadi junction is there, railway station junction. And in a house, in a shop, he saw that photograph. Whose photograph it is? Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is sitting in a shop, in a photo in Madras. And this businessman came and saw, hey, who is he? He came to my dream. He blessed me. Who is he? Then that man said, he is Sri Ramakrishna, a great Paramahamsa from Kolkata, from Dakshineshwar. And that man was coming to that Vivekananda house, that Swamiji's, where Shashi Maharaj stayed in Mylapore. He said, there, his disciples are there, go and meet them. You see the connection, see how Sri Ramakrishna brings his own disciples. And it says, he had seen someone who blessed him and was unable to make out till he came to Madras a few months ago. In a bookshop in Triplicane, he saw the picture of Sri Ramakrishna and was overjoyed on recognizing the face. Knowing that a disciple of the master was in Madras, he came searching for him and to know more about the master. An entire property he handed over to Ramakrishna Mission. Then his life dhanya ho gaya. So that is how the entire South India, in this way, through incidents, through Sri Ramakrishna's own blessings, in Karnataka, in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, in Andhra, it all came from that great sacrifice of Swami Ramakrishnaji and Swamiji's blessings. That is why you are here, I am here, we are all here to be blessed. Next Sunday, there will not be class here, but there will be Swami Ranganathananda Memorial Lecture and Bhajans and meditation in our auditorium from 4:30 up to 6:30 Arati time. Next Sunday is 18th December. So all of you are welcome to attend that from 4:30 itself in Vivekananda Auditorium. All details are put in the notice board. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
मनोवचनैकाधार सिकंदर तुम्ही तम भंजनहा प्रभु तुम्ही तम भंजनहा दे 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 लंग रंग भंग भाजे अंग संग मृदंग दे दे लंग रंग भंग भाजे अंग संग मृदंग गायचे चंद भगत वृंद आरती तोमा गायचे चंद भगत वृंद आरती तोमार जय जय आरती तोमार हर हर आरती तोमार शिव शिव आरती तोमार खंडन भव जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी के जय। ॐ ह्रीं मृतं त्वमचलो गुणजे गुणेड्यः नक्तं दिवं सकरुणं तव पाद पद्मं मोहं कषं बहुकृतं न भजेयतोऽहं तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो भक्तिर्भगश्च भजनं भवभेदकारे गच्छन्त्यलं सुविपुलं गमनाय तत्त्वं वक्त्रोद्धृतोऽपि हृदये न च भाति किञ्चित् तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो तेजस्तरन्ति तरसा त्वयि तृप्ता तृष्णा रागे कृते ऋतपथे त्वयि राम कृष्णे मर्त्यामृतं तव पदं मरणोर्मे नाशं तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो कृत्यं करोति कलुषं कुहकान्तकारे शान्तं शिवं सुविमलं तव नाम नाथ यस्मादहं त्वशरणो जगदेक गम्या तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्म स्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। ॐ नमः श्री भगवते रामकृष्णाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमः श्री भगवते रामकृष्णाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमः श्री भगवते रामकृष्णाय नमो नमः। सर्वमङ्गल माङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सृष्टि स्थितिविनाशानां शक्ति भूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणामये नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागता दीनार्ता परित्राण परायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। जय नारायणी नमोस्तुते। जय नारायणी नमोस्तुते। जय प्रकृतिं परमां अभयां वरदां नररूपधरां जनतापहरां शरणागतसेवकतोषकरीं प्रणमामि परां जननीं जगतां गुणहीनसुतां अपराधयुतां कृपयाद्य समुद्धर मोहगतां तरणीं भवसागरपारकरीं प्रणमामि परां जननीं जगतां विषयं कुसुमं परिहृत्य सदा चरणाम्बुरुहामृतशान्तिसुधां पिबभृङ्गमनो भवरोगहरां प्रणमामि परां जननीं जगतां कृपां कुरु महादेवी सुतेषु प्रणतेषु च चरणाश्रयदानेन कृपामयि नमोऽस्तु ते लज्जापटावृते नित्यं शारदे ज्ञानदायिके पापेभ्यो नः सदा रक्ष कृपामयि नमोऽस्तु ते रामकृष्णगतप्राणां तन्नाम श्रवणप्रिया तद्भावरञ्जिताकारां प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः पवित्रं चरितं यस्याः पवित्रं जीवनं तथा पवित्रता स्वरूपिण्यै तस्यै कुर्मो नमो नमः देवीं प्रसन्नां प्रणतातिमन्त्रीं योगेन्द्रपूज्यां युगधर्मपात्रीं तां शारदां भक्तिविज्ञानदात्रीं दयास्वरूपां प्रणमामि नित्यं स्नेहेन बध्नासि मानोऽस्मदीयं दोषानशेषान् सगुणीकरोषि आहेतुनानो दयसे सदोषान् स्वाङ्गे गृहीत्वा यदिदं विचित्रं प्रसीद मातर्विनयेन याचे नित्यं भव स्नेहवते सुतेषु प्रेमैकबिन्दुं चिरदग्धचित्ते विषयं च चित्तं कुरुणा सुशान्तं जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः
ಪೇಜ್ 7 7.
ಗಜಾನನ 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 ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ 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 ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗಜವದನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ವಿಘ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣ ಗಜವದನ ವಿಘ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣ ಗಜವದನ ವಿಘ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣ ಗಜವದನ ವಿಘ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ 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 ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಶಿವನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಹೇ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತ ಗಜವದನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಗಜಾನನ ವಿಘ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಜಯ ಗಜವದನ.
పేజ్ 107 107.
ಮರೆಯಬೇಡ ಮನವೇ ನೀನು ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯ. 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 ಯಾಗಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡಲೇಕೆ ಯಾಗಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡಲೇಕೆ ಯೋಗಿಯತೆಯು ಆಗಲೇಕೆ. ಯಾಗಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡಲೇಕೆ ಯೋಗಿಯತೆಯು ಆಗಲೇಕೆ. ನಾಗಶಯನ ನಾರದನುತನ ನಾಗಶಯನ ನಾರದನುತನ ಕೂಗಿ ಭಜನೆ ಮಾಡೋ. ನಾಗಶಯನ ನಾರದನುತನ ಕೂಗಿ ಭಜನೆ ಮಾಡೋ. ಮರೆಯಬೇಡ ಮನವೇ ನೀನು ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯ. ಮರೆಯಬೇಡ ಮನವೇ ನೀನು ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯ. ಸತಿಯು ಸೋತರು ಹಿತರು ಎಂದು ಸತಿಯು ಸೋತರು ಹಿತರು ಎಂದು ಮತಿಯು ಕೆಟ್ಟು ಕೆಡಲೇಬೇಡ. ಸತಿಯು ಸೋತರು ಹಿತರು ಎಂದು ಮತಿಯು ಕೆಟ್ಟು ಕೆಡಲೇಬೇಡ. ಗತಿಯು ತಪ್ಪಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಗತಿಯು ತಪ್ಪಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಸತಿಯು ಸೋತರು ಬರುವರೆ. ಗತಿಯು ತಪ್ಪಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಸತಿಯು ಸೋತರು ಬರುವರೆ. ಮರೆಯಬೇಡ ಮನವೇ ನೀನು ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯ. ಮರೆಯಬೇಡ ಮನವೇ ನೀನು ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯ. ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಮಾತ್ರದಿಂದ ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಮಾತ್ರದಿಂದ ಘೋರ ದುರಿತವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಶ. ಹರಿಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಮಾತ್ರದಿಂದ ಘೋರ ದುರಿತವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಶ. ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲರಾಯ ಪದವಿ ಕೊಡುವ. ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷ ಶ್ರೀ హరియ స్మరణీయ మరయ వేడ మనవే నీను హరియ స్మరణీయ.
పేజ్ 139 139.
అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతరంగమున ఆత్మారాముడు అంతరంగమున ఆత్మారాముడు అనంత రూపమున వింతలు సలుపగా అంతరంగమున ఆత్మారాముడు అనంత రూపమున వింతలు సలుపగా అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం నదులు వనంబులు నానా మృగములు నదులు వనంబులు నానా మృగములు విహిత కర్మములు వేద శాస్త్రములు నదులు వనంబులు నానా మృగములు విహిత కర్మములు వేద శాస్త్రములు అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం సోమ సూర్యులు సురలు తారలు సోమ సూర్యులు సురలు తారలు ఆ మహాంబుధులు అవనితలంబులు సోమ సూర్యులు సురలు తారలు ఆ మహాంబుధులు అవనితలంబులు అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అండాండంబులు పిండాండంబులు అండాండంబులు పిండాండంబులు బ్రహ్మాండంబులు బ్రహ్మలు మొదలుగా అండాండంబులు పిండాండంబులు బ్రహ్మాండంబులు బ్రహ్మలు మొదలుగా అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అష్టదిక్పతులు ఆదిశేషుడును అష్టదిక్పతులు ఆదిశేషుడును అష్టవసువులును ఆషడ్ఋతువులు అష్టదిక్పతులు ఆదిశేషుడును అష్టవసువులును ఆషడ్ఋతువులు అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం
జగమంతా రామమయం
ధీరుడౌ భద్రాద్రి రామదాసుని ధీరుడౌ భద్రాద్రి రామదాసుని కోరిక నొసగిన తారక రాముడు ధీరుడౌ భద్రాద్రి రామదాసుని కోరిక నొసగిన తారక రాముడు అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతరంగమున ఆత్మారాముడు అంతరంగమున
ఆత్మారాముడు
అనంత రూపమున వింతలు సలుపగా అంతరంగమున ఆత్మారాముడు అనంత రూపమున వింతలు సలుపగా అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం అంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం జగమంతా రామమయం రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా
రామ రఘురామ
రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా
రామ రఘురామ
రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ రామ రామ
సీతా రామ రఘురామ
రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా
రామ రఘురామ
రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా
రామ రఘురామ
రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ రామ 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 సీతా రామ రఘురామ
పేజ్ 168 168.
श्याम गिरिधारी है प्रीतम हमारो प्यारो श्याम गिरिधारी है प्रीतम हमारो प्यारो श्याम गिरिधारी है प्रीतम हमारो प्यारो श्याम गिरिधारी मोहन अनाथनाथ भक्तन के रहे साथ। 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 वेद गुण गावे गात, वेद गुण गावे गात, वेद गुण गावे गात, वेद गुण गावे गात। बांके बिहारी है, बांके बिहारी श्याम गिरिधारी है। प्रीतम हमारो प्यारो श्याम
गिरिधारी है, प्रीतम हमारे प्यारो।
कमल विशाल नयन निपट रसीले बैन। 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 दीनन को सुख दई, दीनन को सुख दई, दीनन को सुख दई, दीनन को सुख दई। चारु भुजधारी है, चारु भुजधारी श्याम गिरिधारी है। प्रीतम हमारो प्यारो श्याम
गिरिधारी है, प्रीतम हमारो प्यार।
बार 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 हाथ जोड़
सुमिरो मैं
बांध बोर। बार बार हाथ जोड़ समीरो मैं बांध बोर। बार बार हाथ जोड़ समीरो मैं बांध बोर। बार बार हाथ जोड़ तुम्ही हो प्रभु जी मोर, तुम्ही
190. हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, कृपा कटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं, हे राम कृष्ण हे राम कृष्ण, हे राम कृष्ण, हे राम कृष्ण, विश्वस्य धाता पुरुषस्त्वमाद्यो व्यक्तेन रूपेण ततं त्वयेदं, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, कृपा कटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं, हे राम कृष्ण, हे राम कृष्ण, त्वं पासि विश्वं सृजसि त्वमेव, त्वमादिदेवो विनिहंसि सर्वं, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, कृपा कटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं, हे राम कृष्ण, हे राम कृष्ण, मायां समाश्रित्य करोषि लीला, भक्तान् समुद्धर्तुमनन्तमूर्ते, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, कृपा कटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं, हे राम कृष्ण, हे राम कृष्ण, विधृत्य रूपं नरवत्वया वै, विज्ञापितो धर्म विहाति गोय, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, कृपा कटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं, हे राम कृष्ण, हे राम कृष्ण, तपोतते त्यागमदृष्टपूर्वं, दृष्ट्वा नमस्यन्ति कथं न विघ्ना, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीन, हे राम कृष्ण त्वयि
भक्तिहीने कृपाकटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं हे रामकृष्ण हे रामकृष्ण सत्त्वात्र ते नाम भवन्ति भक्ता दृष्ट्वा वयं त्वां न तु भक्तियुक्ता हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने कृपाकटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं हे रामकृष्ण हे रामकृष्ण सत्यं विभुं शान्तमनादिरूपं प्रसादये त्वामजमन्तशून्यं हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने कृपाकटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं हे रामकृष्ण हे रामकृष्ण जानामि तत्त्वं न हि देशिकेन्द्रं किं ते स्वरूपं किमु भावजातं हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने हे रामकृष्ण त्वयि भक्तिहीने कृपाकटाक्षं गुरुदेव नित्यं हे रामकृष्ण हे रामकृष्ण हे रामकृष्ण हे रामकृष्ण
రెండు ఎనిమిది ఒకటి 281 నామావళి. स्वज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते स्वज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते स्वज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते स्वज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमल चरिते
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
मा शारदामणि
भक्तिदात्रे मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि वात्सल्यदाते
मा शारदामणि वात्सल्यदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
सुज्ञानदायिके सुविमलचरिते
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि प्रीतिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि भक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि मुक्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
मा शारदामणि शान्तिदात्रे
Few announcements. Coming Thursday, on 15th December, Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi Jayanti will be celebrated in the mud premises in a grand manner from 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Full details of the program are available on the flex notice board in front of the temple. On the occasion of 125th anniversary celebrations of Ramakrishna Mission, Ramakrishna Math Hyderabad will be conducting several programs in the mud premises. A special youth camp, Shraddha, will be conducted for undergraduate and postgraduate students and young professionals on 17th December, Saturday. For registration and other details, youngsters can contact Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence Office during the working hours. A musical discourse on the topic Sri Sharda Devi Mahima will be conducted by Sri Dattatreya Velankar Garu on 17th December, Saturday, from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at Vivekananda Auditorium. All the devotees can participate in this program. A special satsang and Swami Ranganathanandaji Memorial Lecture will be conducted on 18th December, Sunday, at 4:30 p.m. This program consists of devotional music by Sri Sharad Gupta Garu and discourse on the theme Eternal Values for a Changing Society by V. Srinivas, CEO of Illumine Knowledge Resources, Mumbai. All the devotees can participate in this program. 4th Annual Devotees Convention of Ramakrishna Vivekananda Bhava Prachara Parishad, Telangana will be conducted on 7th and 8th January at Amma Gardens, Katedan area, Hyderabad. This convention will be organized by Ramakrishna Seva Samiti, Padmashalipuram. For participating in this program, devotees can register their names at Temple Basement Hall. Most revered Vice President of Ramakrishna Sangha, Swami Gautamanandaji, will be visiting Hyderabad Much from 30th January to 5th February. During his stay, revered Maharaj will give initiation for the devotees. Devotees seeking initiation can enroll their names at Temple Basement Hall and should attend Mantra Diksha classes on Monday to Friday after Aaratrikam. వచ్చే గురువారం డిసెంబర్ 15వ తేదీ దివ్యజనని శ్రీ శారదాదేవి జన్మదిన వేడుకలు మఠంలో ఘనంగా నిర్వహించబడతాయి. ఉదయం 5:30 నుండి రాత్రి 8 వరకు నిర్వహించబడే ఈ కార్యక్రమ పూర్తి వివరాలు దేవాలయం ముందు ఉన్న నోటీస్ బోర్డుపై పొందుపరచబడ్డాయి. రామకృష్ణ మిషన్ 125వ ఆవిర్భావ వార్షికోత్సవాల సందర్భంగా రామకృష్ణ మఠం హైదరాబాద్ అనేక కార్యక్రమాలు నిర్వహిస్తుంది. వాటిలో కొన్ని: మొదటిది శ్రద్ధ. డిగ్రీ పీజీ చదివే విద్యార్థులు మరియు యువకులైన ఉద్యోగుల కోసం ప్రత్యేక యువజన సమ్మేళనం శనివారం డిసెంబర్ 17వ తేదీ. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొనడానికి యువకులు వివేకానంద ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ ఎక్సలెన్స్ ఆఫీస్లో 16వ తేదీలోగా పేరు నమోదు చేయించుకోవాలి. అదే రోజు అంటే వచ్చే శనివారం డిసెంబర్ 17వ తేదీ బెంగళూరుకు చెందిన శ్రీ దత్తాత్రేయ వేలంకర్ గారిచే వివేకానంద ఆడిటోరియంలో ప్రత్యేక సంగీత కార్యక్రమం వివేకానంద శ్రీ శారదాదేవి మహిమ అనే అంశంపై నిర్వహించబడుతుంది. సాయంత్రం 4:30 నుండి 6:30 వరకు జరిగే ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో భక్తులందరూ పాల్గొనవచ్చు. వచ్చే ఆదివారం డిసెంబర్ 18వ తేదీ సాయంత్రం 4:30 ప్రత్యేక సత్సంగము మరియు స్వామి రంగనాథానందజీ స్మారక ఉపన్యాసము నిర్వహించబడతాయి. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో శ్రీ శరద్ గుప్తా గారిచే భక్తి సంగీతము, ఇల్యూమైన్ నాలెడ్జ్ రిసోర్సెస్ CEO శ్రీనివాస్ గారిచే మారుతున్న సమాజానికి శాశ్వత విలువలు అనే అంశంపై ఉపన్యాసము ఉంటాయి. రామకృష్ణ వివేకానంద భావ ప్రచార పరిషత్ తెలంగాణ విభాగం 4వ వార్షిక భక్తి సమ్మేళనాన్ని జనవరి నెల 7-8 తేదీల్లో హైదరాబాద్ శివార్లలోని కాటేదాన్ ప్రాంతంలో గల అమ్మా గార్డెన్స్ ఫంక్షన్ హాల్లో నిర్వహించబడుతుంది. రామకృష్ణ సేవా సమితి పద్మశాలిపురం వారిచే నిర్వహించబడే ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొనడానికి భక్తులు దేవాలయం దిగువ హాల్లో తమ పేరు నమోదు చేయించుకోవచ్చు. రామకృష్ణ సంఘ ఉపాధ్యక్షులు పరమ పూజ్య స్వామి గౌతమానందజీ మహారాజ్ జనవరి 30వ తేదీ నుండి ఫిబ్రవరి 5వ తేదీ వరకు హైదరాబాద్ మఠంలో బస చేయనున్నారు. ఈ సందర్శనలో పూజ్య మహారాజ్ అర్హులైన భక్తులకు మంత్రదీక్షను ప్రసాదిస్తారు. మంత్రదీక్ష పొందుకోరే భక్తులు దేవాలయం దిగువ హాల్లో తమ పేరు నమోదు చేయించుకోవచ్చు. After the Jaykaram to Holy Trio, devotees can offer pranams to Revered Adhyaksh Maharaj in the temple basement hall.
जय भगवान श्री रामकृष्ण देव की
जय
जय श्री शारदा माई की
जय
जय स्वामी विवेकानंद महाराज जी की
जय